fucking pleasure tool. Don't.
First things first, how old are you? They're still loading in. Oh, there we go. How old are you?
Hey, I'm 32.
All right. Why do you think it shouldn't be taught in schools?
Yeah, so I just had a clarifying question. Are you saying like, are you talking about like SMEX Ed? Is that what you mean?
No, not really. Like LGBTQ history and acceptance, tolerance, things like that. Family dynamics. But yeah, I mean, like, sure, it could be taught in sex ed just to be safe because there are gay people who have sex.
Well, yeah, that's why I was just confused when you say like the history of it. Or what do you just that they exist? Is this what you're saying? Like, why should they be taught that they exist?
Our country, yeah, like our country and other countries' history of oppression against LGBTQ people. Notable examples of LGBTQ people throughout history: Alan Turing, Rudolph Brozda, Stonewall, things of the sort. Yeah.
Okay, so just the oppression of LGBTQ. Like I'm just trying to clarify exactly what you mean by should LGBTQ be taught in school, right? Because like,
well, you asked
a lot of the times,
so the history would be one part of it, and then the history, what you would teach is notable examples of LGBTQ people and our country and other countries' history of oppression against LGBTQ people.
Okay, so and what oppression are you exactly meaning?
In a U.S. history world history context, you would talk about how LGBTQ people were forced into concentration camps by the Nazis under paragraph 175, and then in the U.S. history context, our history of oppression against them with via laws and via the society at large, like the KKK and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're talking about like the history, like just involving every single thing that was involved with the history that we already teach. Yeah, I don't think anybody would be against that, right?
Yeah. Well, you'd be surprised how many people come up here and they disagree with that, but yeah.
Yeah, that would surprise me because we've always taught that usually when people are talking about teaching LGBT in school, they're talking about the things like involving the Pride Fests and teaching about the SMEX Ed about and like I would be against SMEX Ed in school in general. So like that's where I thought you guys when you're saying teaching about like the Nazis oppressing them, like yeah, we already teach that. I don't think anybody would be against that, right? I think it's
it depends on the state. Some states don't teach it, some localities don't teach it.
Also, what's wrong with SMEX Ed?
Pardon?
What's wrong with SMEX Ed?
Well, yeah, teaching this in school, I don't think you should do that because like this should be solely on the responsibility of the parents, right? A lot of parents. Well, if you let me finish, I can give you the reason.
Okay, well, quit rambling and
Quit rambling. I'm giving you my reasoning. If you just like if you didn't have your TikTok brain on and just listen for a couple seconds, right?
Quit crying and give a reason.
Yeah. So, anyways, it should be solely up to the responsibility of the parents because these parents obviously have individual values and beliefs, and you can't teach that in school. So, I don't think you should be teaching it in school at all.
You can't teach the fact about that, what sex does. So, like in our biology or an anatomy class, we just should not teach that sex.
Well, that's not SMEX Ed. That's biology. I didn't say I'm against biology. I said I'm against SMEX Ed.
Sex ed is a form.
No, it's not.
Is a form of biology.
No, it's not.
Specifically, it talks about your biology.
No, it's not.
Are STDs biology?
No, SMEX Ed is actually it teaches about like safe SMEX and ways to go to.
Yeah, when we say safe, what do we mean?
Ways to have it safely.
Yeah, when we say safe, what do we mean?
Yeah, using protection. They have
protection
books
against what?
That teach. Are you okay, dude? Are you just too used to TikTok? Are you just too used to TikTok and listening to the 60-second videos over here?
Yeah, I got you. You're saying
now you're gonna mute. You mute, you lose, buddy. You mute, you lose.
That's fine. So you're saying that it's not about biology, and then you're describing biology. The whole thing about sex ed is surrounding biology. So when you say safe sex, you're talking about safe from something, safe from biological factors like STDs, HIV, things like that, or So things that you probably wouldn't consent to as a child, like pregnancy, safe from those kind of things, which again is another biological function.
Yeah. So
So
did
when you
they
are
take?
teaching
Did
sex
they?
ed, you
So
are
you're
teaching
saying
biology.
that sex ed is taught during
Thank you.
biology class, or is
You
it
know,
No, that's not
taught
what I said. I'll say
during
it
a
again.
different class?
That's not what I said. I'll say it again. I said
Yeah. So
teaching sex
again,
ed
when you're saying,
is teaching.
Shut up.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, there's biology classes and anatomy classes, and there's sex ed classes. My argument that I was giving you, it's not even an argument, it's just a fact of like schools. When you teach sex ed, you are teaching biology. That's what you're doing. You are teaching the facts about biology, statistics, and things like that. That's what it is.
On the flip side, it's also teaching them how to be safe in the fact of identifying unhealthy activities. So when kids aren't taught about, unsafe touches, they won't know when it's wrong when someone's touching them inappropriately.
why
It's a
wouldn't they
big
know when
thing.
it's wrong? So that's presupposing all these parents are
because-
going to teach their
hold
kids
on,
wrong.
Hold on, because majority of parents don't or do not have. the
Where do
qualifications
you make that? Wait.
to
How do you
be
just state
teaching.
that?
This is-
Where do you
oh my
get
God.
that from?
Anyways, as I was saying,
This is what you guys do on TikTok. You just
shut the
mute
fuck up.
people every
Shut the
time
fuck
they
up.
talk.
Like,
You
don't
just
crash
you
out
you
when I'm just
interrupt
trying to explain it
everybody.
to you.
Yeah, no, you muting is crashing out.
You're lucky I don't
Keep
have
going.
mod on.
Anyway, go ahead, Annie.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
this is why your
So,
YouTube channel
parents don't have the
sucks.
qualifications to teach these things, and this is why it was placed into schools to begin with, was because parents weren't teaching
Prove
it. And
it.
we actually saw. I mean, absolutely. I
Yeah,
can
prove
grab
the
the
majority
statistics
of
for you.
parents
I would
don't know it.
absolutely love
Go
to,
ahead,
but
prove
I
that.
am still speaking. Cool.
Yeah, but you
Anyways,
made a
majority of
claim,
parents
so I'd
don't
like you to
teach
prove your
these
claim.
things at home.
Yo, if you just
That is
keep muting
why
me, you
they
just
started
lose
introducing
every
this
time you
in
mute.
school, was
You
because
lose
they
when you
weren't
mute.
teaching it at home. And they
Mute,
saw
you
a rise
lose.
of, guess what? Unsafe things, unplanned pregnancies, a skyrocket in STDs and HIV,
Listen,
and some other things like this. But the moment we implement,
you might as well
these
kick
things in
me. If
schools,
you're
we
gonna
actually
just
saw
mute
a
me, you might as well
decline in
kick
these
me.
things.
No, I'm not
And we
gonna
can
do
see
that.
now,
Like,
right now,
just kick me then.
when
Just kick me then,
we
pussy.
removed these different teachings in schools, certain states like Texas, when we removed these lessons, we actually saw the rate of teen pregnancy and STDs skyrocket, jump. Oh my gosh, the teen pregnancies within a year tripled.
This woman
like,
prattle
we
over
so-
here. That's so good. You're doing such a great job at woman prattle right now. But could you give an actual
So he
argument
doesn't have a
or?
counter argument. I love
Gotcha.
it.
So you don't have you're just gonna insult. That's
Yeah,
fine.
you're just
I understand. You don't know what
filibustering. You're just
talking about. That's
filibustering. No
fine.
one cares. Like, give the proof to what you said.
Now who's doing
Prove what
TikTok
you
debate
said.
bullshit?
Prove what you said.
How you guys doing tonight?
What a pippy tippy. Maybe you won't crash out. How old are you?
I'm 20. No, I'm not gonna crash out. I'm pretty civil with this.
Okay. Do you think LGBTQ should be taught in school?
Yo, you're
No,
gonna have
not
to
at all.
kied me if you want to just
Okay,
keep
can you give
muting
the
me. You're
reason
gonna
for it?
no, you're gonna have
Shut
to
the
kick
fuck
me now
up.
at this point. No.
Calm
You're
down.
gonna have to.
I
You might
do
as
not
well.
think
You
it
might
should
as
be taught
well.
in schools
You won't
because
have a
why are
civil
we teaching kids
conversation. I'll
about
just
this
keep
when
doing
it's
this.
their
I'll just
own,
keep doing
their
this.
own opinion
I
for
just
it.
keep
You know,
doing
they're
this.
saying, "Oh, kids, it's their
Go
own
over in
opinion
their
to grow
chat
up to
now.
feel like they're out of their own body." So why would we be teaching it in schools?
Yeah, so there's ways that you would teach it. So I was talking to
This is just
Crash Out Chuck over
garbage.
here about specifically like LGBTQ history. LGBTQ history would be one. So you would teach that. You wouldn't make its own class unless that's like an elective.
All right, I'm
But
leaving
you would put
this.
that in a U.S. history class or a world history class context. That's a way that you would teach about like the
Watch this.
history of LGBTQ people, that they were put in concentration camps, that we oppressed them in the U.S. history context. Outside of history, you would teach family dynamics. Some of these kids themselves have like same-sex parents. That's fine. That should be able to be represented. Likewise, some of the kids themselves are themselves
More woman
LGBTQ.
prattle.
We shouldn't,
Great.
yeah, I don't know why you're like
More
over talking
woman
me, but
prattle, bro. That's
but
what
yeah,
this all
regardless,
is.
like, I
It's
think
just
that we
woman
should be
prattle,
able
bro.
to teach those kind of things. So
You're an
do you have any
example.
objections to any
You're
of
an
those
example of
statements?
why we shouldn't teach it, bro.
Pippy tippy?
You. It makes men like you, bro.
I don't
Makes
really
men like
think
you.
that, schools are more of an education for the life that you're about to get when you're older. Find a job that you want to get. I don't really see why it's necessary to be taught in schools. I
This
get
is
it,
why
like,
your
it's
YouTube
history and
page
being
sucks.
oppressed and stuff.
This is why.
Um,
Mhm.
This is why.
but
Exactly.
it's kind of
Good
like
job.
you know,
Keep hitting that mute.
same as like the religion. How
keep
a lot
going.
of people don't want religion.
Keep
in
going.
school.
You're entertaining.
It is
My
history.
crowd loves
All
it.
the religions,
My
they
crowd
are
loves
So
this.
you agree that
Keep
we
going.
should teach the history aspect?
My
right?
crowd loves it.
Yeah, I
Keep
feel
going.
like we should teach something about it. Also with religion, I think we should teach.
My
something
crowd
about
loves it.
religion.
Keep going.
They
Keep
do.
going.
They
And
do.
it's-
Yeah, we
Keep
do.
going.
You
In
can
the
teach like
historical
the
context.
history, like
Keep
in
going.
the historical context.
Keep
that,
hitting that.
like certain
Faster.
religious people,
Faster.
like in their
Faster.
yeah, their
Faster.
like way of like
Faster.
influencing legislation. and things
Faster.
like that. It's fine.
I didn't learn about that when I was in high school.
Yeah,
But
I don't know
yeah, I
where
mean,
you would have been to
it's-
not learn
it's
that
the-
because
it's
that
the
is taught
kid's
about
choice.
7th
I
grade.
mean, you know,
possibly.
it's you're. I feel like
Why are
if
you
they do
gay?
teach in school, they're just gonna try
Why are
to
you
persuade
gay?
the kid to like,
That's not how that
turn
works.
into the group or something.
Why are you gay?
you're gonna try to. How do you persuade a kid to become gay or trans? How do you do that?
I just keep
I mean,
unmuting myself.
I don't like to say this.
Like they can't even get their kids to like. Teachers are like struggling to buy pencils, and they can't even get their kids to do homework. But somehow they can like transition them.
All right, this is just
Like I don't
whack.
understand. Like, and them.
That's
I mean,
that
kinda, yeah.
that dude
Run,
is
baby,
there's
run.
a
on
lot of
YouTube, and
Come
he's a
back.
fucking clown. He always
Also,
says
yeah,
he
you were
acts
saying
like
earlier
he's
that,
doing
like, school
something
is to
fucking
prepare,
special, and
people
this
for
is
the
what he
life they're
does:
about
just
to live.
mutes fucking
Wouldn't you
people
agree that
because he's
social
a fucking
skills
clown.
is kind of an
right?
important
There's-
thing going out into the world, having a job,
It's
interacting with
it's
people.
clear
It's kind
as
of an
day
important
that
thing
the
going out into
dude
the
is
world,
just
having a
fucking
job and
clown.
systems different
Yeah, but I don't
ways of
think,
saying
you know,
things. And I think that understanding the dynamics of people come in all sizes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, it'd be important to understand, oh, look, it's a gay person. Okay, that's it. And that's all you think about it. But if you're like never exposed to it,
Oh,
you're like,
did
oh my
they
God,
ban
oh
me?
my God, it's a gay person. I'm going to
No, no,
catch
no,
the
no.
gay.
So
That's what's going to
obviously-
happen. And I think that's what happened. And that's why these things are being introduced into schools because
Yeah, I'm gonna-
he was seeing like the
I'm gonna
downfall.
talk
You
of
know
that.
what? He
We're
probably
seeing, like,
knew
that
who I
increase
was
and,
because
like,
I'm
the
on
acceptance
YouTube,
going
and he
up.
pops up in my YouTube all the
So
time.
I do.
He
Think,
probably
like, all right,
knew
yeah,
who I
learn
was.
about, you know, gays, lesbians, but like put it in there as like pansexuals and all
Yo,
this other
W
stuff,
in the
like,
fucking
how there's
chat.
100
Ban,
different
you
genders
lose.
and
No one's saying
you
there's
know,
ban,
learn
you
about
lose.
they them and all that stuff. I
That
feel
would
like
be
that's
me.
a little
They would
outrageous.
learn about they, them in English because, you know, those are pronouns and you learn about pronouns in English.
Ah, shit.
And you that's like always been the standard forever, as long as like
No.
English has
You didn't
Easy
really
W.
learn to call people
Easy
as
W.
they them.
Yeah, you
It
did.
was
Yeah, you did.
Easy
No, no, no.
W.
You obviously
Normally,
didn't pay much attention in
he,
school.
she, him, her.
So
Ah,
like,
They,
shit,
them,
that's
in
too
the singular
funny.
and the plural.
Yeah.
Absolutely.